Hello, my name is Mrs. Overish, and this is Math Mania for 1st and 2nd graders. I'm so happy you're here today. Let's learn something new in math. Today we're going to be talking about subtracting 3-digit numbers using a place value chart. All you need is a piece of paper, maybe two, and a pencil or a pen or a marker or a crayon, whatever you have to write with at home. Okay, let's get started. First, we have our I can statement. Our I can statement today says, I can subtract 3-digit numbers using a place value chart. So we're going to be doing exactly that. We're going to be subtracting or taking away So we have subtract or take away a 3-digit number, so a number that has 3 digits, and using a place value chart. So using that place value chart really shows us the value of each digit in a number. So we'll be able to break apart the number before we subtract. So using a place value chart, so a chart that shows the digits' values. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Our first example today says 435 minus 214. So last week and the week before that, we were practicing using a place value chart, but with addition. And when we did addition, we put both numbers in our place value chart and then counted everything up, and that's how we found our answer. It's going to be a little different with subtraction, and some might say even just a little bit easier. So with subtraction, we are only going to put that top number or the bigger number in our place value chart. So which number are we going to put in our place value chart? That's right, we're going to put that number 435. And does anyone remember from the past couple weeks where we should start? You think we should start in the hundreds, tens, or the ones place? It's the ones place. So let's start in the ones place. So I see a 5. So I'm going to draw 5 ones in the ones place. 4, 5. All right. Then we move to our tens place. And how many do we have in the tens place? A 3. So I'm going to put 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. Then moving right along, we move to our hundreds place. And we have 4 hundreds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now this is where it gets different from the addition. Instead of putting the number 214 in our chart, we don't need to do that because we're subtracting or taking away. So we want to take away this number from this number. So we're taking away 214 from 435. If we break it down by each individual place value, we're taking away 4 from 5. So I come over here to my 5 or to my ones place, and I'm going to take away 4. So I'm just going to cross out 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I see that I have 1 left. Let's move to the tens column. I'm going to take away 1 because there's a 1 in my tens column in the number 214. Cross 1 out. I have 1, 2 left. So I put a 2 in my tens column. Then I move to my hundreds place where there's a 2 in the hundreds place in the number 214. So I take away 2 of them. And now I have 1, 2 left. And down here we have our answer, or what we have left in all of our place values. And the answer is 221. Pretty easy, right? Let's try one together. Go ahead and get a piece of paper and a pencil, and we'll do the next one all together. Okay, so now that you have your piece of paper and pencil, our problem is 686 minus 346. So go ahead and get this in the corner of your paper. You want your paper to look kind of similar to this big chart I have. And then when drawing your hundreds, tens, and ones charts, the best way to do it is to draw our long line first across our paper, because we don't want to make it too small that then we can't fit or draw all the pieces we need to put into it. So if we draw our line big, long across the rest of our paper, Then we can come down and draw one line down, leave a bunch of space, and draw another line down. And that's it. All you have to do is 3 lines. Then we put our H for hundreds, our T for tens, and our O for ones. All right, let's do the problem together. So we first have our number 686 minus 346. Which number are we going to put in the chart today? That's right, our bigger one or our top number, 686. Starting our ones column, there's a 6. So let's put 6 ones in the ones column. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to move right into our tens column. I come back to my number and I see that we have 8. So I'm going to draw 8 10 rods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then moving right along, we move into our hundreds place. And I see we have a 6 again. So I'm going to draw 6 hundreds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are definitely all different sizes, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I just know that this represents a number 6. Okay, now for our next step, who remembers what we're going to do? Well, we're going to take away or we're going to subtract, and we're going to go place by place, value by value, all right? So I start with my ones place, and I see I'm taking away 6 from 6. So let's cross out 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do we have left? Nothing. So we know that there's going to be a 0 in that ones place. Let's move to our tens column. I come back to my problem. I see that I have a 4. So I'm going to take away 4 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know there's going to be a 4 in my tens column. And then last but not least, we have our hundreds column. Come back to our problem. I see there's a 3. Cross out 3. And I have 1, 2, 3 left. So what's my answer? Can anyone read this number? 340. Okay, go ahead and flip your paper over. Let's do one more. Okay, on your paper, write 819 minus 504. And which number are we going to put in our place value chart? That's right, 819. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to start with my ones place, and I'm going to draw 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And should I move to my hundreds place or to my tens place? Let's move right next to our tens place where I have just 1 10. So I draw 1 10. And then our hundreds are last, and I have 8 hundreds, so I'm going to draw 8 hundreds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now instead of adding the number 504 to our place value chart, I notice the subtraction sign, so I know we're going to be taking it away. So I'm going to cross out what we need to in each place value. So I start again in my ones place, and I see there's a 4 in my ones place, so I'm going to cross out 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many ones do we have left over? That's right, we have 5. I move to my tens column and I see a 0. So should I cross anything out? No way. We're just going to keep that 1 right there, and I know that we're going to have 110. All right. Move to our hundreds column and I see a 5. So I know I'm going to take away 5 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do we have left? 3. So what's our answer to 819 minus 504? You're right, 315. Okay, now of course I have a challenge for you today, and this challenge is a word problem. I want you to see if you can listen to the problem and pick out the numbers that you're going to need to subtract for me today. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. So, Rosie and I went to the park. It's one of her favorite activities. We like to go and sit by the lake. So we went to the park and we counted 485 ducks in the pond. It was crazy. Rosie was so excited, barked at all of them. Then 213 of the ducks flew away. They said peace. Rosie was barking at them. They didn't want to be there anymore. So how many ducks were left in the pond? 485 were in the pond there originally. Then 213 of them flew away. So how many are left? Well, first we got to set our problem up. So I want you to see if you can set the problem up. What was that first really big number? 485. And then how many ducks flew away? 213. So I know I need to take away 213 to find out how many ducks are left. Can you draw your place value chart and put our number 485 in the hundreds, tens, and ones place? And then take away the hundreds, tens, and ones from the number 213. You'll get your answer if you do it that way. All right, you guys did a wonderful job today practicing 3-digit subtraction. Thank you so much for coming. This was Math Mania. And my name is Mrs. Overish. I'll see you next time.